The OG Xbox is the undisputed underdog of the console wars. Let's talk about it. The original Xbox came out in 2001, same year as the GameCube, 1 year after the PS2, and 3 years after the Sega Dreamcast. And to be honest, when it first dropped, things wasn't looking too good. First of all, at the very first event where the Xbox premiered, the damn system didn't even turn on. On top of that, it was a system that was made by Microsoft, a company that had literally no history of building game consoles. And on top of that, the Xbox went head to head with some major names. Nintendo been in a console game since 1983 with the Famicom. Sega also been out since the 80s killing the game, even though the Dreamcast was a fumble, low key. But it was still a good system and very slept on. And Sony had already went double platinum with no features with the PS1 and the PS2. So Microsoft coming out of nowhere with this big colossal box was definitely a risk. But the Xbox for sure had something that set them apart from everybody, and that was power. The Xbox was the most powerful system of its generation. And because the Xbox was made by Microsoft, which was a computer company, it had computer software, meaning it could connect to the internet without any outside modems. And that's when Xbox dropped Xbox Live. And when Xbox Live dropped, it changed the game completely. On top of that, the Xbox had some of the best exclusives and some legendary launch titles like Project Gotham Racing, Dead or Alive 3, and of course, Halo. And if you brought the game brand new, it came with 2 games. It came with Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. Another thing that set the Xbox apart from its competitors is the fact that it had an internal memory system. And back on the power conversation, the graphics on the Xbox looked way better than it did on the PS2. And like I said, the exclusives were sensational because they gave us Halo, then they gave us Halo 2, this weird ass game, Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. And if you were a fan of Mario Party, but you had an Xbox and wanted something similar, Fusion Frenzy. Even though this may not be an exclusive, the way this game looked on the Xbox was crazy. Splinter Cell was top tier. And I think one of my favorite features of the Xbox was the fact that you could burn a CD to the hard drive. And certain games let you play the music that you burned from the CD in the game. Now, while the PS2 still sold more and is still regarded as probably the greatest game system of all time, the original Xbox is not to be taken lightly. It's a legendary system and was a vital part to a lot of our childhoods. And just like with the PS2, you name me something better than waking up on Saturday morning and you ain't got nothing to do and you hear this. Chef kiss. Long live the OG Xbox.